In this video, I will tell you 5 reasons why you shouldn't avoid this lens. The Sigma 60mm f2.8. For micro four thirds cameras, it gives the full frame equivalent of 120mm. In fact, this video isn't just about the Sigma 60mm. I will basically tell you 5 reasons why you shouldn't avoid a telephoto prime lens for street photography. To make things interesting, I will show you examples from my latest photowalk. I used 2 cameras, one that has our 60mm on it and one with the 17mm lens. Let's begin. The first benefit, with the 60mm, people notice you less. I have 4 examples. Look here, I was able to photograph this girl holding a flower. Because I kept my distance, the girl didn't even notice me. Here is a motorcyclist captured with a 17mm lens. I like this shot, and I will always prefer wide-angle lenses for street photography, but let's now switch to the 60mm. I filled the frame, and again, my subject didn't even notice me. Here are some kids playing. They aren't even aware of my presence, so I managed to take multiple shots without being intrusive. Let me give you my best example. Now you will understand where this lens will help you the most. We see a young couple on a bench, but there's nothing special here. We always see young couples having a good time. This is not that type of shot that fills you up with regret if you miss it, if the subjects notice you. But now we have a different story. The gray hair, the old-fashioned clothes, the relaxed posture. This is an old couple. This is a deeper love. As a photographer, you really don't want to bruise this scene. You want to capture it as it is, natural, without being noticed. Here's where the Sigma 60mm will help you the most. The second benefit, with this lens, you fill the frame with no effort. Again, 4 examples. Look, this is the statue of a horse captured with the 17mm. See how wide this frame is? Let's now switch to the 60mm. I believe this statue looks better in this way. And now that we are zoomed in, we see that some teenagers probably were crazy enough to escalate it and write their nicknames with markers. Landscapes are also something that you would want to try. But here, with the 17mm lens, the image doesn't look interesting. I want to capture these 3 buildings from afar. Now is the moment when you will truly understand how big is the difference between the 2 lenses. Switching to the 60mm. This is a massive change. It might be hard at first, but when you get used to the focal length, it pays off. The most colorful thing in the park is this bicycle suspended on a fence. Now, from the same distance, I'm switching to the 60mm that's filling my frame with the main subject. Behind this fence, we have some odd-looking boats in the shape of a swan. Here we have the wide-angle lens. See how busy this frame looks? Let's now try the 60mm. The image got a lot cleaner. I took a shot there, and the odd-looking swans now look like they're about to take over the world. The third practical benefit, it will be easier to photograph animals. Here is a place where seagulls usually land, but because I was too close with the 17mm lens, they were scared of me. I took 1 step backwards, used the 60mm, and this happened. Because I was standing at a safe distance, seagulls landed. It always amuses me how their feet are too big for that surface and they hang out like that. This guy wasn't frightened at all. I was able to capture multiple shots before he gave me the kiss my ass pose. I spent more time with the seagulls and also managed to capture this. The Sigma 60mm is definitely not suited for wildlife photography, but it definitely makes your life easier. Thanks to it, you're keeping a safe distance and animals won't get scared. Look, these little birds are very cautious, but with the telephoto prime lens, I managed to take the shot. The fourth practical benefit, it's good for capturing details. When you want to capture some small details, let me tell you that this lens can focus at a minimum distance of just 50 centimeters away from the sensor. Although it's not a macro lens, the narrow field of view isolates your subject and offers a good solution for close-ups. Finally, the fifth benefit, good image quality and good portability. This is a Sigma art lens, so of course it brings good image quality. In this photo of a seagull, for example, I used an f3.2 aperture. We see good sharpness. Also, there are no distortions and the colors look nice. When you pair these good results with a small size, you get a reliable lens that you can always take with you. When I first purchased it, I said to myself that this is a bad decision. This lens is impractical for street photography. I was wrong. The Sigma 60mm allows you to stay incognito, it determines you to take more photos, and it makes your photo walk more enjoyable, almost effortless. Another important thing, this will not make you a lazy photographer. This is still a prime lens, not a zoom lens. You still have to search for the best angle. You still have to move more. The photo walk that you just watched was one of the most enjoyable things I did this year. Sometimes you need a fresh thing, something that you never tried before. If you can find a cheap telephoto prime lens for your street photography, give it a chance. You won't regret it. On this channel, I'm not encouraging consumerism. I'm just showing you the joy that photography brings. You can enjoy photography with cheap gear, and I hope that my video gave you a reason to go out and take more photos. I will make more vlogs like this one, so consider subscribing. If you also have a cheap lens that you enjoy, a telephoto prime lens like this one, I'm curious. Write in the comment section, what's the name of that lens? See you on the next one, guys. Enjoy photography.